Hi, I'm Alex Luna, El Charrito, professional boxer, currently 10-0 with 8 knockouts. Yes, I'll be fighting this Friday, September 21st at the Chumash Casino. I'll be fighting Pipino Cuevas Jr., son of a Mexican legend, a welterweight champion back in the 80s, and a very tough fighter. We're well prepared, we've trained very hard, and we're ready to go come September 21st. Training for this fight was great. Training camp has been great. We trained very hard for this fight. We had a full training camp. We got to work on strength and conditioning, and we had great road work and great sparring, and everything's great. We're just excited, and we can't wait for this Friday to get in the ring. We've been training very hard. We wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning to get our morning run in, which is about anywhere from 5 to 6 miles. From there, we go on and work on our strength and conditioning. And after that, we come home, we rest a little bit, and go back to the boxing gym and finish up there. Well, at a very young age, I remember my parents watching big sporting events like boxing, and I remember being the only little kid in front of the television watching boxing, and from there on I knew what I wanted to be, which was to be a boxer. And I remember my parents taking me to the boxing gym, and after that first day of training in the boxing gym, the rest was history. Well, my goals were, when I started boxing, my goals were just to be a good amateur, and from there on was to be a professional boxer and to be a world champion. So far we fulfilled the first two, and one of them, which is to become a professional boxer, and the next one we're still working very hard, and that's to become a world champion. Well, in the sport of boxing, there's been many great fighters out there, many fighters that young fighters like us look up to, and for me, I've had many, such as Oscar De La Hoya, Julio César Chávez, El Travieso Arce, Fernando Montiel, among others. Yes, absolutely. It's a Mexican sport. It's called charreria, which is Mexican rodeo, and it's just a sport that I grew up with. My parents have been charros back from my uncles and my grandfather, and it's a tradition we still keep alive, and we're still active competing in charreadas locally around here, and I enjoy it very much. It's a tradition to me. It's Mexico's national sport by excellence, known as charreria. Well, you can say almost since I was born, I've heard stories that my mom used to take me to the charreadas when my dad would compete when I was a newborn baby, and I've been involved in charreria mostly all my life. It's who I am. It's just a tradition and a culture we have, and that's why when I walk into the ring, every time I fight, I wear a sombrero charro representing what I do and who I am, and my tradition, of course. Absolutely, a gentleman cowboy is the definition of a charro, and boxing is also a gentleman's sport. It's where you show class, and I believe that being a gentleman is part of who I am. Well, it's going to be a great night. We've trained very hard for this fight, especially to give a great show to all the fans, all the boxing fans, all my followers, all my supporters, and you guys can expect fireworks. It's going to be a great night. Absolutely. I just want to tell them to be there September 21st at the Chumash Casino. It's going to be a great night. I promise fireworks. And I want to thank all my followers, all my supporters for all their love and for all their support. And I want to thank Adam from Mid-City Hub, Art Casas, Vince Young from Champion Termite, my parents, and my coach Arnold for all their support. Thank you guys.